we're going to look at 3 different steak cuts, and let's start with the most expensive. So this is a New York strip steak, which is probably our most popular steak in our restaurant,
right.
in our steakhouses. We have 5 of them now. And then a couple of what I call secondary cuts. So we have a flank steak here, which is a great steak for, fajitas and things like that if you're slicing it.
Quick cooking, well marbled, delicious.
Yeah, usually a lot less expensive. And this is a cut I love to use at home a lot too. It's a flat iron steak.
Yeah, we love flat iron.
Yeah. Very tasty, not as expensive, but really, really moist and juicy.
And widely available now.
Yeah, you buy it everywhere.
Right.
All lots of stores.
And you're going to be making a green peppercorn sauce.
And we're going to finish with a little green peppercorn sauce. But we'll talk about, maybe how we look at steak from the beginning. Like, when you're cooking a steak, I think a lot of people say, like, well, how do you get a steak like I have in your restaurant at home?
Very flavorful.
Yeah, and I think, it's not that hard, but you gotta do some things that, like this, you gotta dry it out well before we sear it.
Any protein, really, not just steak, right?
Yeah.
It should be dry when it goes onto a very hot surface.
Exactly. And then when you season it just before it goes into the pan. This is another mistake that people make. They season ahead of time, and that starts to weep.
Right.
Yeah.
It's weepy when it goes in the pan. The meat should be dry, but well seasoned when it goes in.
Yeah.
As between like a pan like we have here,
Like
and
a black steel
grill,
pan,
like
right.
outdoor, like you're grilling, what's the best place to cook a steak on, best surface?
Well, same idea. I mean, if you're going to have a grill outside, if you're going to grill on a barbecue grill or whatever, gas grill, wood grill, it should be a medium hot heat. It shouldn't be like flaming and
Medium
flame
hot
shooting
heat,
up.
and we prefer to, even if we're cooking outside, use a plancha or a cast iron.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right, so you get that contact.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're cooking it in a cast iron pan like this, which holds the heat well, the one thing you don't want to do here, and this is kind of an example of that, is crowd the pan. Now, we've done this intentionally to look at this, but what happens when you crowd the pan?
It gets sweaty.
Right, you don't
clumps,
get as much of a sear.
And there's too much steam going
Yeah.
on. Right.
So if you're cooking for 6 people, for instance, sear 3 of them in one pan, 3 of them in another, or sear them in like what we're going to do.
And hold them in a low oven.
And rest them, yeah.